Hey dear Emily Browning, I'm doing this video in case I die. I've done it so many times, but I'm gonna try to do it more cheerful. That would be kinda nice actually. So here I go. I don't get why you looked so dorky as a kid. Like you were wearing the most dorky clothes that existed. Of course, as a kid you don't really get to decide things like that, because you don't really have an opinion about things like that, and you don't really care, so that's good in a way, I guess. But when I really look back at this and go, why is it that I fell for you? Fate, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But I'm happy for that anyway. And I'm just hoping that you will pick up that phone and call me and save me from this war zone. Because I can't stand being here anymore, and I'm so tired, and I'm like starving literally. So some days I get to eat, some days I don't get to eat. It's like the body's, it's like taking so much damage from it. So even though the pain I have from like getting beaten up as a kid and stuff like that, that's one thing. Because that you can learn to live with, and that type of pain. But this sort of type of starvation is not good. And I'm starting to feel it because it's been for years now. But let's get back to something more cheerful when I'm at it instead. Yeah, this was kind of hard because I actually prefer to speak to you in person. But we'll see, whatever happens, you know. Yeah, let's get back to Disney Sweden instead. It's much more fun because this country is like a little bitch who shouldn't exist. And I hate everything about it. Truly. Because people here just accept things. They like literally take it in the ass. If I should be honest. Oh no, we don't care that American Blu-rays or DVDs are better. Whatever, you know. It can be the smallest thing or the biggest things. Okay, small things that you can probably live with. But even with bigger things, people just can accept, okay, this is the way it is. And that is so sad. Or maybe it's me who's become like too Americanized or Australianized or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, something like that. Because I've owned a lot of like European DVDs and Blu-rays or whatever in my lifetime, and they've always been so much crappier than the American ones. And to me that is kind of weird. And they're like released by Warner Brothers here or whatever, you know? But still they are so crappy. It really makes you think. And one more thing I think is weird here is that Motorola is so small here in Sweden. Like literally didn't exist here for years. Yeah, it did exist if you went online and bought the phones or whatever. And even today, because people just want to buy Samsung or iPhone. They're like, what do you call them? Lemmings. They all just buy these phones because they are in right now. It's nothing really good inside of them. They just look flashy. I'm using an LG right now. And it's great what it can do considering it's a cheaper model. But I wouldn't even want an iPhone or like a Samsung Galaxy because it's garbage. You just take out so much money for some brand that is popular, kind of like Macintosh. Sure, I mean, Sony Y is a great computer, one of them. They're also like Macintosh and Y. But how can you charge like $300-400 more just for like a logo? I don't get that. Okay, if it's like 50, I don't know, a few bucks more, yeah, that I can live with. So, but that's the way Sweden works. All these really good third-party developers with phones and computers don't really exist here. They do exist, like I say, if you go online and stuff like that. But a lot of the stores doesn't take them. It's too bad because I had another algae and you couldn't get like a battery for it because algae ain't popular here. It seems like it's like crap in the Swedish people's eyes. They don't know what you're talking about. It's one of the best phones I've ever owned. Same with this algae. Yeah. Probably heard some noise in the background. This is like a drug house anyway, like a halfway house. It's not fun here to live. That's why I always keep the door locked, you know. A shitty area. Nice to make these videos just talking about simple things. But I'm gonna end this video now. I guess we didn't get as much into Emily as we would like to. Or as I would have liked to, but catch you all later. I'm doing this documentary in case I die or whatever, you know. Leaving something